Good afternoon. Thank you for being here today. My name is Bill Kidwell. I'm the president of the Northern Kentucky Band Directors Association. And first of all, I want to thank you for supporting your kids and their music endeavors. I'm going to ask you right now to please silence your cell phones. Last year I made that announcement, and while I was doing the rest of my announcements, my phone went off. If you think it won't happen to you, it does. So please silence your cell phones now. CDs of today's performance are available out in the lobby. There's an order form. Whatever performer will get a CD to them as part of their order fee. The only thing I need to tell you about that is because we're doing, this is the first year we've done this, but because we're doing the middle school band in January and the high school band in March, and we want to put both of those groups on the same CD, we won't see any CDs being complete until about mid-April. So if you order one, out in the lobby, there are extra order forms out there. If you order one, just realize it won't be here until probably mid-April at the earliest. Okay? So it will seem like a long time, but we're really waiting to get that other group recorded and we can put them all on the same CD. Okay? I want to thank the Northern Kentucky University Music Department. They've been absolutely fantastic, as they always are. They've opened their facilities to us. We've gotten to use just absolute first-class facilities throughout this whole thing, and we're so fortunate to have a partnership with them where we can present such a great venue for these kids. I also specifically want to thank Karen Kohner and Kurt Sander, who is the department chair. Both of those folks have been kind of a liaison between the NKBDA, the Northern Kentucky Band Directors Association, and the NKU folks as a whole. So I really want to thank those folks individually. I also want to thank Jonathan Eaton, who's up in the light box tonight, light room. He's been just fantastic. He's here at 7 in the morning. He's here at 7 at night. He's here whenever we need him. Everything has been absolutely top-notch, and we really appreciate that from you as always, Jonathan. So thank you. We also want to thank Work Music for providing the programs for today's performance. We want to thank Buddy Rogers Music for sponsoring the music, the actual sheet music for today's performance. And I have to beg forgiveness. I talked with Daniel before we got started today, but Daniel Black, wave to him, Daniel. Daniel Black from Camp Burns Middle School. Oh, look, your mom was late to take you. Daniel was left off of the program, and I'm not making excuses, but I'm just telling you the truth. The reason he got left off is because I am not very good with Excel spreadsheets, and so that was the problem. And I want to apologize, but I also want to recognize Daniel for all of his efforts today. So thanks, Daniel. And he was very nice about it before we started today. I walked over to him and I said, Daniel, I'm messing up so bad. He said, I know, don't worry about it, it'll be fine. So I really appreciate the way you responded to that. Do we have any principals in the audience today? If you wouldn't mind standing. I think that's fantastic. What does that say about your school? That your principal's willing to take time on a Saturday afternoon to come over and watch their kids perform in such a venue. I just think that's awesome, and I speak for everyone in this room when I say, man, you guys are doing it right. That's great. Thank you so much. I also want to thank you parents for all of the things that you've done to get your kids to this point. Everything from the nice step attachment trombones, to the private lessons, to the, bringing them back and forth to band rehearsals, bringing them over here the last couple of days. It's huge. And if you're not willing to make that investment in your child's future, it doesn't end up here at this point. Wait for the punchline from you. But we really do appreciate all that you invest in your kids' musical knowledge and your music education. And I know you know this. I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. I'm probably preaching to the choir, as my grandma used to say. But realize that because of kids studying music, it makes their brain make connections differently than not studying music. And that is the key to why we teach music. Not because we can make great music out of it. That's awesome. How cool is that? But it's in public education because of the way it makes us think and the way it develops our brains. And you can't replace that in any other area other than music and the arts. And so I'm so proud of you parents for bringing your kids in here. I got a little passionate about that. The music is awesome. The music is great, and you guys are going to hear something fantastic today. I can't wait for you to hear them. You're going to be blown away like I was, no doubt. Lastly, I want to thank the band directors that have been over here pretty much 24/7 for the last couple of days. We even come over for good Thursday night, get things together. Guys, make sure when you finish today that you thank the band directors. Okay? Thank them for talking you into doing this. All right? And if your band director's meeting, give them candy. At any rate, they're the 7th grade group that we have in front of us here. Their conductor is Mr. Perry Rollencotter. Now, he is the director, and I won't read the program for you, but Mr. Rollencotter is at Southern Dearborn Middle School over in Indiana. His bands have been just so well revered in this regionally, the Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana area, and his bands are always very, very top-notch. I've had the good fortune to know Barry for quite several years, and I've gone and watched him teach either of their honor bands. I even took a personal day and went and watched him teach in his school one day. So, there's a lot for us to learn, and so we band directors have gotten a lot of great ideas through the course of this. And I know these kids just had a great time. I've talked to them at lunch, I've talked to them out in the hallway and whatever, and so we've had an absolute blast. So at this time, I want to introduce you to the guest conductor for today. That's Mr. Perry Rollencotter.